fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Junto. Now, after sacrificing the name of Izuku Midoriya to a man claiming to be the spirit of the elven library, Deku, he was given a gift. He was given a skill that allows him to enter and leave the library at will, since this is absolutely required. Now, with that being said, the man also did then give Deku a piece of his soul to say. Now, there had to be an exchange in order for this to work. In order to take something, this thing has to give back. Now, with that being said, I don't want to leave you guys off with a cliffhanger, so I'm going to do this part first, and then go into what I was going to do with this video. Now then, with that being said, we will pick up with Junto, or the cocoon that Junto is currently in. Now, after stabbing himself in his own heart with the sword of the demon lord, he implanted the seed of evil within his own body. The combined might of 10,000 souls. Now, with that being said, Junto did then lose consciousness. He struggled to breathe, and frankly, he thought he was actually going to die. Now, his body was then cocooned, and the next day, you do actually have where somebody did go to enter his room, as we actually do have, let's just say, Belle. Now, after entering the room, she did freak out, and she did go to run to get the others, as they did find it to be quite strange. There is blood on the ground, and this large thing. It's huge enough to be Junto, and it's being theorized that he's inside of it. Now, they were all talking. None of them know exactly what this thing is, let alone what really happens with it. Now, people know that there have been strange stories of these giant cocoons in the past. People have thought they're some sort of strange caterpillar egg, so they're either torched immediately or destroyed. However, now they're beginning to understand, and it's being cataloged about this event. Now, very delicately, they do use magic or a form of it to lift the cocoon and place it on Junto's bed, as all of them are trying to theorize exactly what is going on within it. Now, we do actually cut to Deku, who, within this cocoon, his body is being melted down and then put back together, as he feels like he's currently floating. He feels like he's laying in a large body of water. It's so warm and comforting. He feels at peace. It's very strange, the way he feels, the way he's calm. He knows that he was just dying, yet he doesn't feel any pain. It's quite strange. He remembers the feeling of his heart stopping. He remembers the feelings of blood filling his lungs. He believes that his bronchial tubes, he stabbed straight through them and severed them. Yet, he's breathing just fine. It's amazing. It's such a heavenly feeling. Now, we do actually have where he does get flung out of this consciousness, or this large body of water, as he does realize that he's currently standing on a pond that stretches out for endless miles. As he does look around. What the hell? I'm going to bring his hands up. I can talk? Now, he does look around, trying to discover exactly what's going on. As we do have where somebody they do, well, appear in front of him. Why, hello. Who are you? Wait a minute. Your face. I've seen you before. Calm down. Listen to me. There's sort of a mix-up or an error on this. Who are you? You don't remember me? I don't. Are you someone important? Yes, well, I'm still fairly new. Fairly? What are you talking about? You really don't know me anymore. Now, he does get a step forwards. As his feet do hit the ground, he does watch as a large buoyancy. The water does react under his foot. It running away and just flying everywhere. As he does continue to step forwards. Okay, you're going to explain to me who the hell you are, and exactly what's going on. Now, he does appear directly in front of her. As he does go to reach his hand out, and he does then get stopped by something. Sorry, listen. That's kind of for my own protection. Now, you're going to explain to me who exactly you are. Oh, well, you see, you're the first person I've ever reincarnated or dealt with after death. You. Hey, don't be mad. Listen, I was told there was an error in your paperwork, and you died again. But you're alive. So I've been looking into it, and well... Wow. I did not realize that I could not have messed up more. You're the reason I'm like this. Hey, calm down. Listen to me. This is all just a very big misunderstanding. Really, the way I see it, it's not. I've been given a chance to kill you. Wow, okay, you're a lot more violent than last time. You looked over my paperwork, right? Isn't that what you just said? Try dying. Then being brought to a world where you were endlessly tortured and fucking mentally scarred, broken, had your tongue ripped out, starved and beaten, and killed your own friends. Oh, that much wasn't on the paperwork. However, well, yeah, your situation's very strange. Really. Yeah. I came here to try and help, but I can clearly see that I'm not wanted. No. Deku does go to bring up his hand. Okay. Let's see if I can at least use some form of magic here. Now, as Deku does bring up his hand, he does find that that shield surrounding her does break. And she does immediately just freeze. Wait, what the hell just happened? So that one does work. Fireball, darkness, ice, the wyvern form, nothing else works here. That one does, though. Funny, I thought I could just use that to get into the library. Wait, you just used a magical skill to break the one thing separating us? Oh yeah. Now, he does go a step forwards, throwing out his hand and grabbing directly at her throat, and going to lift her up. Now, you're going to explain to me a few things. Listen, I'm sorry. No, you're not, are you? I should thank you, though. You've given me a chance to do something I could never do. Be a hero, right? That's all I ever wanted. However, you fucked up a lot. You made me the villain of the story. Hell, I know for a fact after I'm done with everything, you might have a lot more shit to do. I should just kill you right now. Tell me one reason why I shouldn't. Now, the girl, she does try to say a few things. However, Midoriya, he is not having it, as he's then flung backwards, and he's pulled back down into the water, him cursing and screaming at this person. As we do have where he does jump awake, him going to bring his hands up as he's sitting up on his bed. Wait, him looking down at his hands, along with his arms. Him running his hands down his forearm to see that all of his scars, they've disappeared. Wait, what the hell? Him going to look over his entire body, as he does jump up and run over to the mirror in his room. He has no clothes on. What happened to his clothes? But more importantly, my scars. The one whenever I killed the giant, I was training with that asshole. I got bit in half, the one from when my arm got ripped off. Oh, they're all gone. Yeah. He doesn't even look at the scars that were on his face, along with even opening his mouth to see that his tongue is still there. This is insane. Wait, I thought my sword. Now, he does try to think, opening his inventory. His sword is there, along with the, chain spear. However, all of his other equipment, they're also there. Him looking to see his stats, as he does flip his hand. Now, as he does look over his stats, he does see a few things. Demon, level 1. Hello, user. Devil system acquired. Unique skill. Magical resistance required. Elemental magic acquired. Elemental resistances required. Now, it does inform Dorzaya or Junto about all of his magics, quickly running down to him that all of his skills, some of them have been combined to form greater and more powerful skills. And he does find this to be quite interesting. Now, you do also have where he does learn about his wyvern form. And apparently it's still there. Now, he's quite happy about that. That's one of the biggest skills that he does have is at his advantage. That in the larger sea dragon form. Okay. That's strange. Now maybe I can... Him hearing something behind him, as he does go to spin around and summon his blade. As he does so, you actually have the chain spirit would appear on his waist and go to at least spin around and look towards the direction of his opponent. As you basically do have where it looks like he does have a metal tail. Now, he's looking that way, and he does slowly approach as he is going to reach for his covers and then go to pull them over. As he does see something that he doesn't recognize. He sees what appears to be a small little creature. Him holding this blade out to it. The hell are you? Now, his system does try to inform him. That is his spiritual companion. My what? This was a gift received from the nation of elves. Spiritual companion. Bonded piece of your soul that has been reborn. Hang on a minute. A piece of me? Yes, Where did it come from? Nation of the Elves. Okay. Anyways, what is this thing? Legendary creature. Earth Dragon. Wait, what? This thing's around the size of a dog. And you're telling me this is an Earth Dragon? Notice. Still in infantile state. Oh, great. Now, he does go to bring up one of his hands, as he does run over his face and actually feel some strange bumps. Him walking over and going to move up his hair to see two tiny horns on his head. What the hell? Now, you do actually then have where somebody does open the door and go to walk in, as you actually have where he does turn and look to see them, as you have a servant who they're staying there with, well, a few other servants behind them. They were instructed that they need to change the sheets every week, and today was the day they were going to change them. However, apparently not. And, well, you do actually have Junto, who he does just stay there frozen. Hi. We're just gonna go. Please. I just woke up and this is all very confusing. Now, you do actually have what they do all shuffle out the door, closing it behind them as whenever he does hear them cause a commotion behind it, and quickly run off. I'm going to bring his hands up as he does cover his ears. Now, he didn't realize it at first. This place was abnormally quiet. However, their commotion, it sounds like, well, a train horn. Now, he does drop to his knees. As a few minutes later, he does hear footsteps. As you actually have where the room to his door does burst open, and Belle, Lee, Ray, and, well, Tori all do come running in. Midoriya looking up to see them as his eyes, they do begin to start adjusting. And he does immediately read their stats. What the fuck? They're all over level 100? Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Now, Belle is going to walk over and grab his sheets, or his blanket, and she's going to cover him with it. Junto, you're finally awake. Yeah. You mind explaining to me why you guys are all over level 100? Oh. Belle, do you think you should tell him? Tori, I don't know how to. Both of you two should probably just let me handle it. Now, you do actually have Ray, who she is going to step forwards. And Ray, he does look at her. Does she have toner muscles on her arms? And does she seem a bit more, well, stronger? Her stepping forwards, she just going to bend down on one of her knees, bringing her hand up onto his shoulder and trying to inform him that it's been 3 months. I'm sorry, what? Yes, it's been 3 months since we found you on the ground. Okay. That's not reassuring. What happened? Oh, well, that's complicated. You see, I kind of had to stab myself. With your sword? Oh, so you just cut your arm? No. I had to stab my own heart. Now, all of them, they do stare at him quite surprised. He's being serious, isn't he? Now, you do actually have where they all do go to stand up, informing him that he does need to get dressed. One walking over and going to grab him a pair of garments, tossing it onto his bed, and then going to point out to the dragon, saying that apparently is his pet. They sort of just found it next to the cocoon one day. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. The elven princess said it was supposed to appear sooner, but apparently, because of your duplicates, it didn't. Ah, I'm somewhat aware of that. Wait, was this the gift she was talking about? Hmm? Gift? Yeah, sorry, it's just I feel like I had a weird dream. Now, with that being said, Deku, he does get a rundown about everything, as he does put some clothes on, and people are informed that he's alive again. Now, Deku, he is quite lucky. It's almost been about 5 months since he's become the king. It's at least been over 4, I'm well aware of that. And he has at least a little bit over a month or around a month before the next re-election, where he does have to host a tournament. Now, as people are staring at him, they do ask exactly how he does feel. He does explain that he doesn't really feel too different, as he does go to bring up his hand and show them the bumps on his head, talking about how traditional demons apparently in this world are quite different. Hmm? Yes. Well, it's odd. Now, Deku does just think. He expected claws, he expected a tail, he expected something. However, just horns? That wasn't really it. Huh, not a bad thing though. Now, you do actually have where he does ask them all to inform him of what's going on. It's been apparently 3 months, and he's very curious. Did they ever reclaim the nation of the fox? No. Everyone they do look around at each other, not too sure how to inform him of it. Now, you do actually have Sylvia, who she does go to stand up, informing him that her nation, it has fallen. What? Yes. In fact, many of our forces, they've been killed. The guards we do have, the people defending the capital, even my parents are presumably dead. Now, he does ask exactly what action have they all taken. Now, they do inform him that they've tried deploying Onis, ogres, and many other of the bulk of their forces. However, they won't listen to them. What? Yes. The strongest is the one that can give commands in their nation. As far as any military commander is aware, the status of a king doesn't mean anything. Now, the lizard man does go to open his mouth, informing him that he did try to take command of the army. However, a man quite literally just spit in his face. Sounds like an Oni. Yeah. Now, he does look around the table. Everyone is talking. Apparently, this nation, the Kitsune Nation, or the Fox Nation, and the Fairy Nation, it is also being attacked. Along with that, they do try to inform him. The nation has declared they have their own hero. Him turning after hearing that word. I'm sorry, what? Yes. Numerous spies we have placed. They talk about somebody calling themselves the hero. They claim that they're a summon. A summon? Yes. Summons are, well, as far as we do have written down in our catalogs of history, unique heroes summoned from other worlds. Wait a minute. That sounds like me. But wait, I'm not a hero. Okay, that's very strange. Yes, the hero and his party, ever since they joined the warfront, they've been gaining massive victories. In fact, it's believed that they're the main reason why we're failing so much. Your friends have gone to try and fight, reclaim areas that have been taken by the enemy. In fact, we believe that they are one of the main reasons, along with our own armies of the other nations, as to why we still have not been taken over yet. Along with that, there is a problem. That man you claimed was only level 200. He's not that anymore. Yes, he's the biggest threat we do face. His level is, well, from what we can gather, at least over 300. Now, Junto, he does look at this man. Okay, that's very bad. Now, he does then go to look back at his stats, as he does want to see his attributes for strength, dexterity, agility, charisma, and many other things. As he does see that many of his stats, they're over 10 times his other ones. Now, his face is stark white. This is insane. His HP, it's so much larger. His mana pool, that's 20 times. Wait, that's... oh man. 150,000. That's insane. Junto? Sorry. You seem distracted. Yeah, it's just, I don't feel different, but my abilities, they're all evolved. Yes, about that. Do you believe that you'd be able to join in on the war once you've grown accustomed to your body? Maybe. Now, he does go to stand and excuse himself. Now, he does then go to leave, as he does make his way throughout the castle and then give somebody an order. Now, he looks directly at an Oni as they did turn their head to see him. Him bringing their head up and telling them to get him the commanders of the armies, since he needs to have a fucking word with them. Now, you do actually have for some military commanders who have been on standby, they do come running up, excited to see the king, as he does stare directly at them and inform all of them that they've done a very poor job. But, sir, you just what? You've stood by? Innocent people have died. Your errors cost many their own lives. Now, Deku does begin to start gripping his own fist together, and he does form his hands downwards. As you do actually have where his mana aura, it does manifest. And these men, they do see it, as they feel like they're just going to be knocked away from the sheer force of it. And many of them, they're just sitting there in pure terror. Now, many of them do believe this to be the unique skill Bloodlust they've heard so much about. It's truly a terrifying power. However, this is not that skill. Now, with that being said, he does inform them all to deploy all forces, as he does tell them to retake and protect the nation of the butterflies, or nation of the fairies. Why do I keep calling them butterflies? I did that in the last part. Now, he does talk about all forces need to go that way, and then many of them do need to make their way around and at least try to draw back the forces in the nation of the fox. Now, many of these men do go to run away, as they're running around, trying to get things in order. Their king is awake. Their king is awake. Now, later that day, he does make an announcement, and informing all of them of his return, as you actually have that unique creature that would jump up on Junto's shoulder. And many people, they do see it. That strange little lizard. What is it? Now, he does go to look at it, before thinking about either knocking it away or at least, well, petting it for some reason. I'm going to bring his hand up and scratch his little chin. Now, with that being said, he does then go to walk away. As you actually have where Belle, Lee, Tori, and Ray, they're all waiting for him, asking him if he's grown accustomed yet. Not yet. I feel weird. Now, he does talk about how his abilities are all 10 times stronger. And all of them do stare at him. 10 times? Wait, that means that he'd probably take all of them on. Now, you do actually then have in a battle later, where Junto, yeah, he put his arms behind his back, and he's already getting ready. Now, all of them do go to rush him, as just using his pure speed and just a small little fraction of his strength, he does begin to start taking them apart. And many of them, they don't even last a minute. As you actually have where, after a few seconds, many of them have already hit the ground. And Junto got sent flying into a few trees, since his overwhelming speed caught him off guard. Now, this was very strange, and they're trying to figure it all out. Now, this is bizarre, and you actually have where he does sit down and take a rest. Stretching his body feels weird. Along with that, it's just new. The scars of his torture are gone. Everything's gone. The history that body held was something that he wore with pride. However, now he feels like he's, in the best terms to say, restarted. It doesn't feel right. Now, you do actually have where somebody they do go to tip his head up to look at that. Oh, hey. Hey yourself. You alright? Yeah. I'm okay, Belle. You don't seem okay. It's just 3 months? Yeah, about that. We're kind of worried for you. Do you remember anything? Not really, no. I just feel like it all passed by in the blink of an eye. Oh, well, you should be okay now. Do you remember this? Her going to kiss him, as he does go bring his hands up, and he does think about hugging her. He is concerned though. If he does wrap her up in his arms, does he have a chance of crushing her? No, wait, that's pretty bad. You know, it might not be the best idea for right now. Oh, I've completely forgot about you. Yeah. Anyways, so you're a demon now. We. Right, we're a demon now. Yeah. It's pretty strange, right? Yeah. So, well, yeah, got any ideas? Well, wants to go murder everybody on the battlefield. Yeah, how about we hold off on that? I would recommend a few other tactics for right now. Right now, let's try to get our head on straight. You're not really thinking very clearly. Would you be after coming back from the dead? You know, we've done that twice now, so we shouldn't even really be surprised. 3 times if you count the sea dragon. Yeah, it's becoming a habit. Yeah, actually, you're right. Anyways, Junto going to pull backwards as Belle. Her face, yeah, it's still bright red. As you actually have where Tori does come walking up. Jeez, do you not need air anymore? I still enjoy it. Maybe. Yeah. Junto, yeah, it's gonna take him a few days to get accustomed to this body. he wants to at least make sure he knows his own limits first, before jumping right into a battlefield. Now, with that being said, the nation of the Onis has finally joined into the battle, and they're quickly being deployed to the war front. And the tides of battle will soon be turning. Now, let's... Oh shit. Okay, maybe I'll just cover that in the next part. Anyway guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed.